Hello, it is March 29th, 2022. This is As the World Burns. I'm your host, Randall Burns. Today's topic is the Arcimoto MLM and obesity. Now, when we've been thinking about EVs, Tesla has taken a lot of the news oxygen, has sucked it up. But there's a lot more happening there. Actually, electric bikes preceded Tesla by quite a bit. Tesla's presence so far has helped in the sense that it's scaled battery volume and made batteries cheaper. But one of the things that folks miss is that electric bike sales are actually outstripping those of electric cars in the United States and are growing faster. Arcimoto has introduced a highly engineered, highly capable trike that is legally classed as a bicycle so you can ride in bike lanes. Now, it presses the limits in this area. It'll go basically at the speed limit of e-bikes, and you can ride it all day without necessarily pedaling, but you're going to get a lot of benefits if you pedal. What makes the MLM unique, it has a lot of range, it has passenger capability. They're looking at 200 miles of range with additional battery. Now, here is a link between driving and obesity. Now it's pretty clear this is miles driven per driver per year, charted with obesity rate on the y-axis. This was done by state. It really ought to be done by county. There really should be some mitigating factors put in, but this was simply what I did just to get this video out and started. It's, I think, the correlation is just pretty dang clear. Now, EVs like Ford, Tesla, etc. are producing, the Nissan Leaf, are not going to do anything for this. They're just like a regular car when it comes to the exercise level. The United States is a leader in terms of miles driven per year. It is also one of the leaders in auto deaths per capita per year, which this article shows. Now, it's also the leading large nation in terms of obesity per capita. So the connection there is backed up by the previous state correlation. Now, here's an article I've cited previously that looks at long-term health trends in the U.S. I'm not saying that inactivity is the only correlation here. It is a factor, and it's one that the MLM might be able to help contribute to changing. The MLM is a bicycle that will enable somebody to exercise as much as they are willing to do and do so seamlessly as part of the vehicle's operation. Now, you're going to see a lot about exercise and obesity. Here are some of my favorite sources. American College of Sports Medicine, which is the leading exercise medicine medical group. They have a formal position on exercise and weight loss and prevention of weight regain for adults. And I'm giving it to you right here. They are looking at 200 to 300 minutes per week. This is further backed up with the research from the National Weight Control Registry, which was created by researchers at Brown University and University of Colorado. And one of the key leading figures from their findings was that 90% of their sample of people that actually lost weight and kept it off long term exercised an average of an hour a day. The 10% that did not, by the way, were absolutely fanatical about counting calories. I mean, these are the people that literally weighed everything they put in their mouth. My personal read, examining the literature, exercise has relatively little to do with initial weight loss. People can lose weight with or without exercise. It has a lot to do with whether somebody is going to be able to maintain improved body composition long term. Now, I say this as a formerly obese person. Here is me 25 years ago at 278 pounds, approximately 42% body fat. Here is me in June of 2021 at about 184 pounds, 22% body fat. I have lost a little bit since then. I think I'm now down around 21%. That's the healthy weight for mid my age. Now, to put this into perspective, the median body fat percentage for mid my age is around 30%, which is obese. Most American men are obese by the time they get to be age 60. I've managed to escape that fate, and I'm very grateful for it. A major element in my own story was exercising a lot. I could never moderate my appetite until I started exercising a lot, about an hour a day. And that's in line with the evidence that I'll cite. Now, one of the things I'll warn you is that literally the only physicians that I have talked to familiar with the National Weight Control Registry and the American College of Sports Medicine guidelines on exercise before I talked to them about it were board certified obesity specialists, and who I have a lot of respect for. Now, I would personally love to see presentations done for the medical communities that I've discussed here. I think that the MLM is a tool that really may contribute significantly to their mission. Exercising an hour a day seems like an insurmountable task for a lot of people. And these are a lot of people who have a 30-minute commute each way. If they are commuting on roads where it's under 30-mile-an-hour speed limit, it costs them nothing in terms of their time budget to use an MLM. And one of the things about people that are obese, they may not be able to do much more than a walking level of exercise. They are not the people that, like my former roommate in California, who can cycle everywhere he does, and he's very fit and he can go fast. These are people that they're going to be struggling to take any vehicle at 25 to 30 miles an hour that's a bicycle class vehicle. They're going to have to work up to that very, very gradually. The MLM is the first vehicle I see that really makes that possible. Okay. Now, it will need a better seat. I don't think the existing conventional bicycle seat is going to be suitable for long periods of drivership for a lot of obese people. That needs some market research. I'd like to see it shown with turn signals and a headlight, simply for safety reasons out of the box, because if people are using it as a car replacement, this is something they're going to need. A good horn might be a good idea also. But there's a lot there. That's all stuff that can be obtained aftermarket if need be. I'd just like to see it researched up front, and I think we need focus groups and market research done for this community. I think Arcimoto could well have a hit on their hands if the packaging is done correctly. I've heard there are 3 ways of making a product sell on the internet. One is to show people how to make money. 2 is to show people how to find sex. And 3 is to show people how to lose weight. Well, the MLM may fall into the last category by enabling people to ditch their cars for an exercise. And this may be a practical, affordable solution for that one. There are markets, for example, military bases have a speed limit of 18 miles an hour for all vehicles on the base. And so this is a very practical solution. You have a lot of older officers that are struggling to maintain their weights. This is something that could become an issue, personal transportation, for people that are traveling on base. And the military is good about helping collect public health statistics. And they're really on top of anything that's going to help them lower medical costs and retain highly trained personnel. It might be a good idea to partner with Fitbit. You're going to need to track your actual exercise time also and your actual exertion level. But I think this points to a whole different marketing approach to this than what I've seen in the Arcimoto literature so far. This is Randall Burns signing off for now. If you like this video, please hit the like button. Please subscribe, and suggestions for future videos and comments are welcome. I do try to respond to all thoughtful comments.